two small ones because I went there for Burberry Hero, but then I get distracted and I start smelling everything else, and then the freaking sales lady's like all up my ass, and then I was like, damn it. So, I smelled the Dior Sport, and I was like, fuck, this is delicious. And then I started smelling the Tom Fords, and I was like, oh my god. So, girl, you're gonna fucking break my bank. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I came here for fucking Burberry Hero, and every time I go to buy it, I end up with something different. So I'm buying Burberry Hero, and I'm gonna do the Dior Sport. I was like, and I'll come back for Tom Ford though. I was like, because I'm gonna let it resonate about me wanting it because all of them smelled fucking amazing, especially I think it's the Costa one. So I'm definitely gonna go back and get that once I'm ready to because it takes me a little bit of time to do things like that, to splurge. Um, excuse me, I have a little yawn here. I have homework tonight that I need to get to. So this has been my birthday week, which is a lot of partying, not partying, just like hanging out with my family and friends and drinking and having a good time. And I got one of the greatest presents ever. I got an offer letter for a full-time employee with my position. So that is exciting. I transitioned over the 2 weeks, I think. In a week? I don't know. In a week and a half, I think. And so I'm excited about that. Um, and let's see what else. And I'm just having a good time. And that was a great present, is getting that offer letter. And I signed it as soon as possible. And then the next day I got the background check and filled that out, and it passed right away, of course, because I'm no heathen, not a hoodlum as hoodlum as I used to be. And then, so I'm excited about starting that. They're going to send me more computer stuff because all I have is this little Chromebook, and it's good, but I like working on a bigger computer, and to have multiple screens will be great. It'll be nice, but I think I need a bigger desk, so there's no room in my room to do that. Um, yeah, but that's the catch up of what is going on in the past week. This weekend was a good time. Like, I had a great time dancing. I got Blue Candace started a business called Horror Click, and she makes these beautiful blood splatter jewelry, and she gave me the first of the necklaces, and I felt so honored. Thank you, Candace. I love you. And then I have a bunch. What else? Like, I got a lot of money, and that's how I paid for, like, went on a little shopping spree yesterday, but not really. I didn't even spend that much money out of my own pocket. I didn't spend that much because I also had gift cards. So it was good. It was fun. Um, and I'm gonna garden hopefully after work today because I got dahlia that I need to start planting. I need to plant the pumpkin in the fucking ground, and the tomato because it kept falling over, and part of it broke off, which made me really sad. And so I'm excited about getting this shit done and getting taken care of. So that would happen this weekend. And I want to just talk about what's going on in Idaho, Texas, and Florida. And if you don't know what's going on, you're going to know right now. So let me get in here real quick. In Idaho, they are trying to pass a law to ban transgender youth from getting bottom surgery. I think that's what it said. Let me look it up just to make sure, because I just got the notification right now. Idaho. I don't know how to spell right now. Okay, the Idaho transgender ban. So the bill will ban transgender treatments in Idaho. It'll be a felony and could be life in prison. I think that's what I read. Okay, so it'll prohibit gender confirmation medical treatment for anyone under the age of 18, which is kind of good because I think you should wait a little bit. So I kind of agree with that, but it's not my choice, right? Right. But I do, as in a medical psychology standpoint, it would be best if anybody would wait until they're like 25, because I know a lot of people that have waited that long just to make sure, especially for the fact because your brain is not fully done growing and functioning until, well, growing until 25. But so they are trying to make medical treatment of anyone under the age of 18 a fucking felony, I believe. And so the bill would place a ban on surgery, puberty blockers, and hormone treatments that are used to assist in gender transition. Um, it is saying that the bill is about protecting children, which is a legitimate state interest. Here's the thing, it's not their business. It says we need to stop sterilizing and mutilating children under the age of 18. The bill is not about adults or adult trans community at all. It's about the children. So, but with this, the parents are involved in this. Like the kids can't just go and do it. So that's kind of something that I'm questioning about the state of Idaho. If they're really allowing anybody under the age of 18 just to go and get fucking surgery, it costs money. I'm pretty sure that they're not letting them do that. So, there's that what's going on in Idaho. And then in Florida, the no gay, let me look that one up. That one is not teaching no gay. I think it's about no Florida. Don't say gay. That's what it's called. Don't say gay, Florida. It passes. It's a bill. I hate these pop-ups on these freaking news sites. It's a bill which will ban classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary schools. It's nobody's business. Nobody's business. Like, the government needs to stay out of our sex lives and everything else. And then the Texas, I think it was. Like, this is all the stuff that's going on right now. And in Texas, it's the Texas families with transgender kids fear officials. Anti-transgender. Okay, let me freaking load that one up. Let's see if the computers are back up at work. Nope. It is again, gender affirming medical treatment. Like, stay out of our business. Like, fuck. Stay out of our bodies. It's none of your business what we do with our bodies. If people decide to fucking make these choices of getting, having surgery, gender, transgender, hold on, my brain's working way too fast right now. If they're trying to get gender affirming medical treatment, that's not the government's business. The business is that it's getting paid for. They're doing it, it is covered under fucking some medical coverage, which is not the government's business. Like, this is nobody's business. A woman getting an abortion is nobody's fucking business. None of this is anybody's business. Not the government's business. It is between a doctor and a patient. They need to stay out of our bodies and get the fuck out of here. Like, I do agree that they should be over the age of 18 before that they make any decisions on transitioning over. But I also feel like, what if that fucks them up? Because what if they are true to making that decision and, because I've known people where they've transitioned from M to F or F to M, either way, they've transitioned over and then they transitioned back. So, you know, I I think every case is different, and I don't think that the government needs to fucking be in the business of it at all. Uh, if a person wants to make the decision on doing that, that's on them. It has been medically proven that transgendered people exist. It's been medically proven that non-binary people exist because it is through science that we figure these things out. Harvard had a paper on their website um, about the difference between male and female brains, and transgendered people had the brain of the gender that they were identifying as. So science has proven this. It is not fake. It is truth. So I just really think that the government needs to stay out of women's bodies and human bodies, period, because it's not their business. Medical coverage needs to cover what they need to cover because go back to fucking unsafe things that are, top surgery, unsafe fucking surgeries, or going to other countries and getting it done. Like, back alley fucking abortions. Stay the fuck out of our bodies. It's not your fucking business. Just save our lives, because these surgeries could be saving humans. There's suicidal people out there. I have many, many friends that are trans, and they were suicidal before because they were not identifying as the body that they were in. And once they transitioned over, it still wasn't 100%, but it was better than fucking wanting to kill themselves, because they still are having body dysmorphia and they're still working on themselves. But that's not the government's business. And it needs to go on case by case. And of course, therapy, psychology is involved before. You have to have a letter. You have to have 2 letters to get it's in some cases to get top surgery or bottom surgery. So, or even to get on medication. One of my best friends from when I was a child, I can say that. Oh God, that makes me feel old. From a long whiles ago, I met at a coffee shop who was as a female, and then 5 years later, 10 years later, was like, I'm transitioning. And I was like, oh, and that was in shock, but that was their decision. It was hard because, you get used to somebody being, but that was my feelings that I needed to deal with. It had nothing to do with them, but they got their paperwork, they had top surgery, and they are who they are today. So, like, being in the community, the queer community, many people and many stories, and they're all different in each case by case, So it pisses me off that the government's getting involved. It's not their business, and people feel this way when they're younger. But I really do think that they should wait sometimes, but it really, really depends. Why am I getting text messages from fucking Colorado? Okay. Anyhow, that's what I feel about that. It's no one's business except a person and their doctors. I'm going to see if the computers are working. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go on break. These computers are not working, man. So I'm going on break to finish this podcast, and then I'm going to go back to work after that because it's saying that it might be up now. Anyhow, so that's what's going on. Like, what is it distracting us from? I messaged my best friend in Idaho, and I was like, yo, this is what's going on in your state. What do you think about this? And then I was like, what are they trying to distract us from? Because in the 3 states here now are distracting us or something, and it's all Republican motherfuckers. It's all Republican states. And well, the majority is Republican. Oh man, it's so frustrating. But anyhow. So I talked about my birthday weekend. I talked about the trans bills that are fucking stupid. And I had a good weekend. I really did. And I do appreciate everybody in my life. I thank you all. I love you all. And what happened?